In this video, we're covering the OSHA and ASME inspection requirements and the service classes of manual handchain hoists. What's up, guys? My name is Devin and welcome back to the Lifting and Rigging channel. Today we're going to continue our series on hoists by talking specifically about the OSHA and ASME inspection requirements and service classes. If you've seen our previous videos on hoists, you might recognize Robert Bruno from Columbus McKinnon, and we're going to welcome him back to take us through the inspection criteria, best practices for maintenance, and the service classes of each manual handchain hoist that you might see on a job site.
So per ASME B30.16, you have two types of inspection requirements. You have a frequent and you have a periodic. Your frequent is what I call your pre-operational. I'm getting ready to do a lift. I grab it out of my toolbox. I want to give this hoist a once over to make sure it's safe for me to use at that time. What am I looking at? I'm going to run the hoist. Do I hear any unusual sounds? Is there any leakage or anything like that? Does it feel right to me? That's the great thing about a manual hoist is I'm the motor, so I can feel resistance or anything that's not normal. Then I just want to inspect my load chain. I'm going to look at it link by link, but I'm going to look at my load chain overall and see if there's any bends, twists, excessive wear, nicks, gouges, anything like that that really stands out to me. I'm going to check my hooks. Do I have wear on my hooks? Or is my throat opening stretched out? Is my latch present and functioning? Because we have to remember, all hoists must have a latch unless the latch constitutes a hazard. So I want to check, make sure my latch is present and functioning. I want to make sure my warning labels are on there. They are required per ASME. And it's just a quick once over. I'm not removing covers. I'm not taking brake measurements. I'm not gauging chain. That's just my once over inspection. That tells me the hoist is safe for me to use at that time. That's required to be done daily, prior to each shift or prior to each use, all the way out to monthly. Then I get into my periodic inspections. Now these are my documented thorough inspections. This is where it's, if I have a qualified person on site, they'll do that, or I'm going to send it into a repair warranty center. And they're going to get further into the hoist. And periodic has three service classes. You're going to have a normal, a heavy, and a severe. Normal service class is kind of your everyday use, less than 65% of rated load, not more than 15% at a time. And that's going to require a once-a-year inspection. And that's where I'm going to measure my brake pad thicknesses. I'm going to measure my throat openings. I'm going to gauge my chain. I'm going to pop off and look at my gear covers. It's very in-depth. And then heavy service. It requires a semi-annual, anything that exceeds normal service. So now I'm using that hoist more to capacity or a lot more frequent of time. That requires a semi-annual documented inspection. Severe service is anything that involves normal or heavy service with abnormal operating conditions, corrosive environments, high heat, extreme outdoor saltwater environments, things like that require at a minimum quarterly all the way up to monthly, depending on where that hoist is located and what we deem that hoist should be inspected for.
So that's it for this episode of the Lifting and Rigging channel. I hope it was helpful and informative. If you do need service or repair on any hoist that you have on the job site, Mazzella can help you with hoist and repair services. They also have parts and parts replacement. So if you just need some repair on your system or if you need it inspected, Mazzella is more than capable of handling that need. You can learn more about CM and CM products by heading to ColumbusMcKinnon.com, or you can check out the different videos that we've made on several different CM products. So for all of us at the Lifting and Rigging channel, my name is Devin. Thank you for watching.